Happy Tuesday, guys. Today's home workout, we have an AMRAP 25, starting off with 150 double unders or 300 single skips. If you don't have a skipping rope, you can also go for jumping jacks as well. I would go for 150 jumping jacks there. After that, we're going into 50 push presses. So find an object, preferably one object you're holding with both hands, or if you have two of the similar weight objects, you can go dual arm there, going for 50 push presses there, trying to finish those in about 2 to 3 sets. So it should be a nice light weight there. If you have a barbell, use just a barbell today for that push press. After that, we're going for 50 calories on the rower bike. If you don't have that, let's go for an 800-meter run, or if you really want, you can go for burpees. Now there is that movement again once more at after the box jump over. So if you want, maybe go run 800 meters the first time, then do burpees the second time. Or if you want, you can just go burpees all the way through, depending on how you feel with them. 50 box jump overs. So find something close to that box height, which is 24, 20 inches. Big. Again, if you don't have that, that's all right. Just find something you can jump over. We're gonna go for 50 reps here total. Find that pace slowly as you go throughout it. Again, you're gonna be a little bit tired as you get into that box jump over. Calories run or burpees, and then we're gonna finish off with those kettlebell swings at the end of each round. If you have a heavier kettlebell, preferably let's go with that heavier kettlebell or a heavier object like a paint can or even like a sandbag. You guys can use that. If you don't, that's all right. We can just change that rep scheme there. So if you are going on the heavier end, break this up into a couple sets, 3 to 4 sets. If not, you guys can go with that lighter weight and see if you can challenge yourself to finish all 50 all at once here. Okay, so depending on what kind of weights you have at home. This is a 25-minute workout, so we want to find a 60 to 70% effort pace here and try to get at least one round done. This is a lot of work, so we want to get one round done minimum and try to get into that second round there if we can. Okay, this will be based on what kind of weights you have, progressions that you're using, and how comfortable you feel with the volume. Again, if 50 is a lot as well, let's go 30 reps instead, okay? If you find that you're gonna be more consistent, that's a better number to manage for today's workout, let's go 30 reps instead, okay? That would mean try to get yourself into that second round if you can. There, even if you get one round, that's great as well. So after that workout, we have a quick afterburner. So we've done this one before in the past. Max effort unbroken gorilla rows. So we're just trying to target that back here. Try to use that same weight if you have it. If not, you can go different weight. You want to keep it as consistent as possible. So find that tempo that you can be consistent with. And as soon as you start breaking or get slower, that's when you cut it. That would be your unbroken set. Or you can keep going until you have to let go of the weights and your forearms give out. Okay. So this is a great one for the back, quick one. You should be able to finish this within less than 5 minutes. Shouldn't take you too long. Hope you guys enjoyed today's workout and afterburner. We'll see you guys next for the warm-up. Okay, so for today's warm-up, guys, we have 2 rounds, 30-second alternating Spiderman lunges. So we're gonna go at a pace here just to get comfortable, get ourselves loose. For those alternating Spiderman lunges, we're getting into that push-up position. Bringing that foot beside our hand, keeping it nice and flat to the floor, and then dropping that elbow down as much as we can, and then switch sides and do the same thing on the opposite side. We're going for 30 seconds here. Don't rush them, just kind of feel yourself out, feel those hips out, hamstrings as you do them. After those 30 seconds, we're going for alternating Superman arm and leg raises. So coming down to the floor. Here, we're lifting our left arm and our right leg as high as we can, then back down. Then the same thing with the opposite side. We're trying to squeeze that cross-body kinetic change there with really trying to keep our elbow and our knees locked out as we do this. So we don't want to see you guys try to bend your elbows into it or your knee into it. I want you to keep everything nice and straight and tight as you do them. But again, go at a 1 warm-up pace, just to feel it out as you go throughout those 30 seconds. Once you're finished with those, we're gonna go for 30 seconds of burpees at a nice slow pace. So again, chest comes down to the floor, come up, shoot those legs through into that squat, jump up and clap at the top. You're gonna be going for 30 seconds here. Don't go fast, just kind of feel it out. Those 3 movements, we're gonna do them for 30 seconds each, back to back, for 2 rounds here, just to get ourselves warmed up, open up those hips, feel that back out, get ourselves ready. After that, we're gonna go into 2 rounds here. We're gonna go into 15 Deadbug arm raises and 5 plus 5 Arnold presses. So we're only doing 2 sets here just for activation in our back here, guys, and in our core. For those arm raises, guys, I want you guys, if you feel comfortable, use a weight for this. If not, you can just do it with your hands as well with no weight. That's totally fine. Just try to make sure you're really tightening up that core and you're keeping everything from the base of your neck or your neck all the way down to your tailbone nice and straight, horizontal to the floor. So we're going to get into that dead bug first. So legs nice and straight and together. If you have an object, you'll hold it in between your hands there, and then we're just going to drop that object down and then back up again. As we're doing this, guys, we're keeping our core in that same consistent position, nice and tight, and as we're pulling that object up, we're using our lats to pull it back up again. We're going for 15 reps there. Once you finish those 15 reps, we're going into some single arm Arnold presses. So with these guys, we're going to try to really feel that rotation in our shoulder blade as we do this. So you're going to grab that object, you're going to hold it, instead of in a front rack where we're elbows up and that those fingers are perpendicular to our body, we're going to go parallel to our body. So kind of in a curled position, starting close to our body with that weight, dumbbell, supine, whatever weight we have. And then from there, guys, we're going to twist that elbow out and lock out at the top as we do that press. Then we're going to do the same thing in reverse. So elbow in, twisting that fist in towards us, keeping it parallel to our body, and then pressing back up again. So again, really try to focus on that activation in the back. If you don't have anything, you can also use like a broomstick as well if you don't really have any like weights to use. This is perfect to do with a broomstick. Just make sure you don't clock yourself in the head as you do it. But really feel this, again, going with that fist facing towards you, and then we're twisting as we go up and locking out and squeezing those shoulder blades together. 5 and 5 of those, and then go back to those dead bug arm raises one more time to finish that second round. Hope you guys enjoyed this warm-up. See you guys next for the workout. Those double unders, we have them. Let's work on those double unders today. If you're at that 30 range, for example, see if you can break them up into sets of 20. Or if you want to try seeing if you can do bigger sets today, this is the great day to try and start, or a great workout to start doing that. If you don't have double unders, let's go single skips, or we can go for some running skips here, guys. Also, you can use that previous option from before, which is the double tap hop. So you're going to keep the feet together, you're going to jump up, double tap your sides for 60 reps total. So for the push press, remember it's one continuous movement, so you're not re-dipping in the knees. Just make sure you squeeze those glutes, lock out those knees as you extend straight up. So if you're going single object, you can go 10 and 10 per side here. With that dip and drive, remember, as we're coming down, we want to stay nice and vertical. So we don't want to deviate that back angle at all. We want to keep it nice and straight, almost like as if I were leaning against that wall and I'm just going down with the length of the wall there, so I'm staying nice and straight. So think about that, guys. You're dipping down, staying nice and tall. Weight is going to be a little bit more in that heel as you're coming down. On the way up, guys, driving hard through the legs. As soon as we extend those legs, those knees, we're going to be driving that weight overhead. And again, hands together, make sure they're back and down before you start that next rep. You can go continuously or you can stop in that front rack position if you need to reset. Remember, you're going to dip and drive up. As I'm bringing it down, it's about an inch off my shoulder, about a centimeter there. I'm going to start dipping down so that I can start my next rep. So control the way down, getting ready, dip, going into that next rep.
Box jump over. I'm going to just set up, I'm just going to use a ball. Notice how my ball is small here, guys. So if you have a small object, I want you guys to emphasize your jump. So instead of being close to it, maybe take a step back and try to hop over it. Okay, almost lost the balance there. So hop over it so you're working on that explosiveness in your jump. Okay, so again, hop over it from a distance, turn around, jump again. So for your kettlebell swing, something new that I want to talk about here, guys, that sometimes maybe we miss, we don't mention it enough, is your knee position. So I will see when the kettlebell is going down, things look awesome. As soon as you're about to shift your weight to go up, sometimes I'll see the knees shift. You may not even notice that. But when your knees shift, your weight is now transferring to mid-foot to the front of the foot. So now I got my lifters on, but you can still see that the weight is off my heels. So now I'm pushing and driving my hips through my quads. So knee position on the rebound is very critical. So when you go back up, don't let your knees scoot forward too quickly, okay? Keep your knees somewhat back to create tension in those hamstrings to get everything out of your hips, but coming from the hamstring opposed to your quad. This is such a common problem that is seen on Olympic lifts, whether it be the jerk, whether it be the clean or snatch. This is your time where you can fix that knee position, which is, for Olympic lift, is that second pull, when you're transitioning from the first to second pull. Now, if that's too complicated, or you're not sure what that means, ignore me, just focus on the knee position on your kettlebell swing spin. Okay, we got those monster gorilla rows, guys. Sorry, monster. I'm thinking of Monday Monster Mass. But the gorilla rows, they're alternating. You're going for one set, okay? It is max effort, so you don't want to go really quickly. To build strength, it's a matter of how long your muscles stay contracted. So the longer the contraction is happening, you are building strength. So if you go slower, you're actually going to be building lots of strength. You want to find though a tempo that you're comfortable in. If you go too slow, you're going to burn out. If you go too fast, you start involving the lungs, the cardiovascular, and now you start burning out because you're not getting the oxygen to your muscles. So find that kind of, let's call it the running, jogging tempo that you can do these alternating gorilla rows. I'm going to show you with double, and if you do not have two of the same weight, you can try with a single weight, and I'll show you that next at the end. So first you get into a wider stance. Not a sumo stance, but outside of your shoulder. Okay, toes might point out a little bit. Keep your knees tracking over your feet. So inside of the knees on the inside of your foot, outside is in line to the outside. From there, you're going to hinge forward. So hinge forward. Notice how I bring my knee back, push my bum back, guys. Drop my belly button. A lot of times when we think about going lower, we think about our chest, which can round our back. So think about dropping the belly button to so your belly button leads, which helps you flex at the hips when you lean forward. From there, if the objects are too low, then do a little squat. Come out of that squat to raise the object off the ground. From there, you're gonna really have to lean forward. So stick your bum back, chest down. You're gonna roll up. As you start lowering, extending your arm, you're gonna roll the other side up. Okay, so again, you're gonna lower, row. So lower, row. You're gonna go alternating as you get into a good rhythm. If you start rowing about halfway, so as soon as you have contact, you start rowing, that's fine. Remember, you're just trying to create contraction in your your upper back. So if you start doing that, but you start noticing you're shrugging, slow down. If you're able to keep your shoulders pinned back, able to keep the elbows tucked in, guys, where you feel your upper back, then go right ahead and keep that tempo going, okay? You're gonna get a good set, let's call it 30, 50 repetitions in there, okay? That's fine. So go at that consistent rate to allow you to create that muscle contraction in your upper back. If you have a single object, same thing, you're just gonna switch it over though. So, single object might require you to go a little bit lower, okay? So you'll pick it up, you'll row. As you extend, you might do a little squat, switch sides, raise it, row. That's one option. The other option could be switching in from hand to hand without placing the object on the floor. So I'll show you here, guys. So you're gonna row it up, switch sides, row it up, switch sides, keep rowing for those alternating gorilla rows, okay? Okay, it's one set, it's one long set, max effort, feel your upper back. Just because you feel your upper back, do not stop. Go until you compromise your mechanics or you can no longer row that object up. Have fun with this afterburner, guys. We'll see you next time.